What's up, guys? It's Dubs, and I'm here with a commentary. What game is this? COD 4. What console is this? Xbox. What quality is this? 240. Oh, shit. But yeah, guys, so I finally got my Dazzle from my friend Edward, and the quality is crap, and I finally figured out how to hook it up with my new TV, because before, when I recorded on my old account with my Dazzle, I recorded on a standard TV, so the quality was garbage. But now I have an HD TV, but the quality is still garbage, so I'm going to try to figure out how to make the quality better. If I can't figure it out, I'm probably just going to buy an HD PVR when I get paid next, which is this Tuesday coming up, so we'll see how that pans out. Yes, I'm still grounded. My parents are at work all day. I am home right now. I just got back from some skate session with a neighbor, my friend Jasmine. She's pretty cool. So first I want to start out saying, what up, Ty? I know you're probably watching the video. And Nancy, I love you guys. And Edward and Zach. Alright, but yeah, Ty wanted me to shout him out. He's in my 5th period. He's the homie. What's up? And yeah, so what I wanted to talk about today in this video is infatuation. If you guys don't know what that means, it's something like, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But infatuation, in my mind, is something that affects you in a way that nothing else can, that you are like obsessed with it, but you're not really like obsessed where you would like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm infatuated with 3 things. I'm spitting everywhere. I'm looking at my desk, there's spit everywhere. I'm infatuated with sea monsters. Yeah, I'm gay. No, I'm not. I mean, ghosts and YouTube. So if you're thinking, you're like, that's weird. Sea monsters, not real. Ghosts, not real. In my mind, they're real. I'm not crazy or anything. I like how I'm saying all this already, and I'm only 2 minutes in. Let me slow down. So let me talk about YouTube. So ever since I started doing YouTube, I always found it as like an outlet for me to, you know, just talk. People say, blah, 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 you're lame, you play video games and record it and upload it on the internet. There's millions of people that do that. My dad's probably the biggest person that does that. Whenever I tell my dad, I want YouTube to be my career, I want it to be my life, I want to do this for a living, I want to make videos for my fans. He's like, so how many people do this, like, same thing you do? I was like, I don't know, Dad. Well, probably thousands. He's like, out of those thousands, how many of them make it as a career? I'm like, I don't know, like 100. Because, yeah, I really hope I can. I really enjoy doing this. There's only a couple things that I enjoy. Like, I've done things in my past that, like, I started stuff and I just gave up. Not gave up, but I just stopped doing it because, I don't know, it didn't interest me anymore. Like, in 6th, 7th grade, I played saxophone. I just stopped caring, so the guy kicked me out. I got a guitar for Christmas, like, 4 years ago. I didn't play it once. I didn't even try to learn. I still skate, but I'm not going to try to go pro because, you know, I'm not that good. And it's too late, probably. I don't know. There's people that are better than me. And skating is just one of those things that, you know, you see someone that's better than you, you just want to stop. You don't even want to try to get better because they're already better than you. So you're like, they're going to get pro before me. That's how I feel about skating. But I still skate, and I still practice, but it's probably just going to be a hobby. YouTube's a hobby, but I want it to become something more in the future. But yeah, I don't know. Sea monsters, you're probably thinking, what kind of sea monster is he talking about? I'm not talking about giant fish or piranhas. I'm talking about the Loch Ness Monster and giant squid and stuff like that, and the Kraken. I know people don't believe in the Kraken. You probably watch Clash of the Titans or that old Ronald McDonald movie where they have that giant squid thing that attacks the boat. None of you guys have probably even seen that movie. I'm probably the only one. Braces suck. But yeah, sea monsters. Ever since I could remember, I always thought my favorite animal was the Camarasaurus, which is probably, everyone says, is like the Loch Ness Monster, the ancestor. If you look in a dinosaur book at a Camarasaurus or whatever it's called, the one with the really long neck, it looks exactly the same. It has the 4 fin flipper things and the long neck. I don't know why. And the giant squid. Just stuff, and like old like piranhas and that weird fish with the thing on its head, the light. Just stuff that is like unnatural, not real. Like, people can't prove it's real. The Loch Ness Monster, that I want to find it when I get older. I want it to be discovered. That's my favorite animal. Whenever girls ask me what my favorite animal is, I'm not a loser and say the zebra or a giraffe or a panda or a dog. I say the Loch Ness Monster. I may get weird looks or weird text backs like, what the stupid weirdo? It's not real. But I don't know, just something about it. And the giant squid, like, I think if I ever was in Lake Loch or Lake Ness, I think that's what it's called because in Scottish it's like Loch instead of lake, whatever. If I was ever there and I saw it, if I was ever scuba diving somehow and I went all the way to the bottom of the lake and I saw it, I would probably poop my pants and stay down there until I died just so I could never leave it. I don't know, just something about it. And just old dinosaurs, but not like T-Rex and stuff, but like the dinosaurs that, I don't know, probably just the Camarasaurus. It's probably my favorite one. Just sea monsters, stuff that has to do with water, those kind of animals. Like whenever I watch shark movies, like the Megalodon, that thing is crazy. And Godzilla, just reptile. I don't know, whatever. And moving on. But yeah, now you know, sea monsters. I love them. If you guys ever get into a conversation with me, bring up sea monsters, YouTube, or ghosts, and I will most likely go on and on and on talking about it. Probably not because I haven't seen sea monsters, but I sure have seen ghosts. If you guys have watched my past videos, which I doubt some of you have because they're pretty old, I did two videos with my friend Brian, Mr. WTF. If you're watching this, we did videos talking about stuff that we've seen. And the reason I made this video was because I was talking to a bunch of people about ghosts, because I watched this guy named X Drifter. He made this series a while back called Drifter Madness, and he talks about weird dreams and weird stuff that he's seen, and I don't know, it just hit me, and I was like, wow, I watched your video like 6 billion times. I just love ghosts. And so, like, I haven't seen the stuff he's seen, but I've seen stuff. I'm gonna recap on stuff I've seen because I don't feel like linking the video to the old one if some of you guys haven't seen it. So some stuff I've seen is one time, so these are all true, none of you guys, you don't have to be like, you're gay, you're lying. I was walking downstairs into my kitchen, like every single night I do this, and I take a right, go watch The Simpsons, eat a cup of cereal, because I eat cups of cereal because I'm a poor kid. I don't eat out of bowls because I'm not lame. And so I go, and every day, this was back when my dad just got surgery, so he was never asleep. He was always up reading books at the kitchen table. So I would always look to the left to see if he was sitting there, see if he was reading. And this time I went down, turned on the light, I looked to the left, and I didn't look at the table, I looked at the microwave, which is like completely 180. I don't know how to explain it, but all the way to the left, if I turn my head all the way, and there was a dude hanging in a noose. Some of you guys are like, what? You're lying, you're trying to get attention. It scared the crap out of me. I don't know why I saw that. I think maybe I was tripping, but I saw it, and then I looked, and it was gone, and then I ran to the couch, jumped under the blankets, watched Simpsons, ate my cereal, fell asleep, woke up, and I realized I was like, oh crap, I fell asleep on the couch. So I ran upstairs, went in my room, and at this point, my computer, instead of being where it is now against, what the heck, 1 second. Anyway, and instead of the computer being where it is against this wall, if you guys can picture my office where my computer and my Xbox is. So you walk into my office, the left wall there's a wall of elephants and pictures of, because my dad loves elephants, and on the right wall, or straight ahead from when you walk in, there's a window, and next to the window there was the computer, and the computer was like in this corner desk that like went against this wall, you can't see my hand, it went against that window wall, around this corner, and went against this wall where the computer is now, but it's all against this wall, and it's just this little desk, not really a little desk, it's actually a nice desk. It was like $1,200. My dad bought it, so it's here, and then the Xbox is on the last wall right next to the door. It's not really a door, it's a doorway. But if you could picture the computer being where it used to be, my room is directly across from the computer. If you walked from the computer, you would go into my room, and my bed at this point was at a certain angle to where I could see the light from the computer underneath my door when my dad was on the computer, and whenever he left it on. This is when we had our old computer and didn't know how to shut off. So so this was after I ran upstairs, after I fell asleep on the couch, and the light was shining underneath my door, and my parents were asleep. My dogs were I had my dog, my sister had her dog, and my parents had their dog. And we didn't have our new dog, Sammy, yet, so nobody else was up, nobody was like around, and all I see is the light get cut off, like somebody walked into the laundry room, which is next to my room, and then walked back towards the stairs, if you guys can picture this. And so just picture the light, someone walking in front of a light and then walking back, just so the light gets cut off for a second, and then they come back and they stood in the middle, so the light was only coming around this figure. So I was like, what the heck is this? I did not know what it was, so I just laid there. And then my sister happened to tell me that one time she was standing in the kitchen in front of the microwave where I saw the guy, and she said that she was getting chills, and people have said that chills means like there's a ghost nearby or some abnormal, paranormal thing nearby that is affecting you, and that's what she said. And then another time, I was laying on the couch, the same couch, and next on my TV, it's inside this case, like there's shelves, and the shelves have these two cabinets, and the cabinets are made of glass. And so if you look at the right angle and the lights are right, you could see a reflection of the kitchen perfectly. And so I looked, and it was like 11 at night, and I saw somebody walk from the kitchen table into where the stairs would be. So I don't know what it was. It was a black figure, and it just walked. And I was like, Danielle, which is my sister's name, and she didn't respond. I went upstairs. She was asleep. Parents were asleep. I do not know what that was. So I thought I was going to recap. I just told you the entire story. Then another one, I was brushing my teeth, and if you're standing in the right position in my bathroom, you can see the top of the stairs in the mirror. And so I looked for a second. The door was cracked open, and I saw something standing at the top of the stairs. I slammed the door immediately, brushed my teeth, and went to bed. God, that was scary. But I don't know, drifters' stories, I don't know, just how somehow got to me. Like ghosts, like whenever people tell me ghost stories, I'm like, that's interesting, blah, 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 I listen. But I don't know, just the way he tells his stories and the way they are. He was explaining how one time he got this new dog, and he had the dog in the cage, and he heard it growling, and he didn't know why it was growling. He was telling it to shut up, and then he heard pitter-patters of feet on the floor, and then he felt it jump on the bed, and he felt the dog walking on his body. So he was like, get off, and he pushed it off, and then he realized the dog was still in the cage. So what could have been on top of him? Just listening to his stories. You have to go watch them. I'll probably link it, Drifter's channel, or you can just search X Drifter, and the O is 0. Search it up. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I know the quality is terrible. It was just showing you guys that I can record console. I'm probably gonna buy a PVR from some kid I know. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want me to do more commentaries like this wasn't a live com. It was me sat down, I had topics to talk about, and I talked about them, and it actually went the whole video nonstop. Alright guys, I am out. Peace.